answer.
Just as awesome.
Just us and our friend.
Yes.
There's death behind those eyes.
I'm Megan Dubiel. I'm 18 and I live in Eldersburg, Maryland.
Oh, specific. All right, here we go.
Hope someone stalks me.
What's the best part of your day so far?
Today, watching the Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
First one, live action. Good shit.
Can't beat it.
Honestly.
What's your most urgent priority for the rest of the year? So like for the rest of 2017, what's one thing you want to make sure you do?
Oh, I want to get my diploma.
Yeah.
Because I'm working on that and I want to finish it within the year. I don't want to be doing it like for 7 years. So that's something I want to do in 2017.
What's one dream you have tucked away at the moment, and why is it tucked away?
Okay, so I've always really wanted to be like an actress or a singer or just generally famous. And that's tucked away right now mainly because, I'm trying to get my diploma before I do it. So that would be the main reason it's tucked away. Another reason I guess would be money, because you need money to pursue a dream like that. Some kind of money, and I don't have a lot of that right now. But I would like to try to pursue acting one day.
What's your favorite white noise, like the sound of rain or like a fan or wind?
Probably the ocean, which is weird because I don't actually like going to the ocean because I hate sand. But the ocean, the sounds are really nice.
If you were writing an advice column like in a newspaper, what would you specialize on?
Not relationships. Probably, I guess like maybe like school, like friendships, bullying, that kind of thing. Or like mental illness. I don't really think that's a category, but if it was, I could get there.
What would you consider yourself an expert on?
Know a lot about animals. Not as much as not enough to pursue a career in it, but I do know a lot. Like I know a lot about owning animals.
That's always good.
Considering I own 4.
Do you think you can read people? Like, do you think you can tell when they're like lying or being truthful?
Depends on the person.
Oh, really?
I think that if someone's easily readable, I can read them naturally. If someone's like kind of readable, I can probably read them. But if someone's like not really readable, I'm not like good at that. Like It's not a skill I have. You know what though? I'm better at reading how someone feels through what they're saying than through the way they look.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Because everyone has like words that like they're mad when they say that word.
Right. What's the best compliment you've ever received?
That's a hard one.
Or one you've received like recently that you really liked, or one that's just
None
memorable.
But okay, I do remember when I was in middle school, not now, but when I was in middle school, people used to tell me I could sing like Adele, and I loved that. That was like my favorite compliment. Not true, but it was really nice to hear it.
What's your theme song to your life?
Daddy Issues by The Neighborhood.
Wow.
No, there's gotta be a song other than that one.
I don't know, man.
Oh, maybe Scars to You're Beautiful. I really like that song. And I feel like it's a good, like...
Yeah. Yeah. What are you most grateful for right now in this moment?
Yeah, what is there? All the things and the people I have in my life. Like, I'm very blessed in the sense that I have a lot of friends, more than I've ever had, but, and, I have family and I have a lot of nice things compared to what other people might have, and I'm very blessed in that area, so I think that I'm thankful for a lot of things.
When's the last time you astonished yourself?
Doesn't happen much. Probably when I figured out how to crack Photoshop but then it was too late and I couldn't do it. So,
Oh.
but I do know how.
There you go.
If anybody needs it.
Write down in the comments below. What's a mistake you keep on repeating?
Ooh. Maybe being too open. Like, I'm very open with people, with everyone. Like, we can be friends for a day, and I'm like, you want to hear everything that's ever happened to me? It's like a very bad habit. It's something my dad does too, so I think that's something that I keep repeating, that I would like to learn how to pace myself in telling people my life story. Other than that, I don't think there's... Oh, I need to brush my hair more. You know what? I do. Because I don't... This is going to sound bad. I don't brush it every day. But I really need to, because my hair is just really angry. So if I don't brush it every morning and night, it freaks out. So I do need to start getting a more usual routine of brushing my hair like twice a day.
Yeah. Some people don't, though. Sometimes when I have like my natural hair out,
Yeah,
I don't.
I mean, also with natural hair, a big thing with natural hair is I can't brush my hair when it's natural, because that flips it from wavy to puffy.
Yeah, that's exactly what mine
That's
does.
the thing. When your hair is natural, you can't brush it, because then it's going to look a mess.
Then it looks like natural hair.
Yeah.
What's something you've tried that you'll never try again?
Squash. Hate squash. I don't like it. It's flavorless. It's nasty. Bad consistency. Something that's not food. Maybe trying out for plays. Plays aren't my thing. Me. I want to be an actress. Me. I don't want to be in plays.
Right. Oh, man. Rest in peace, Moby Dick. That's all I gotta say.
Makes you rip.
What's your worst haircut or style that you've ever had?
Okay, so when I was in the 4th grade, I really specifically remember this. I got my haircut, and I thought it was the cutest haircut ever. I can't even really explain the haircut. I probably have a photo somewhere that I can take a picture for you later. But it was just like almost like a long bowl cut.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like started like it was longer in the back and came shorter in the front, which doesn't make sense, for one thing. It should be reversed.
Right.
And it kind of looked like it was bobbed, but it was longer in the back and shorter in the front, and it kind of looked like a long bowl cut. And I thought it was like super cute and really great. And that day I had it done. I went to school late, and I ended up going to school on like field day, and somebody cracked an egg on my head, and I hated the hair after that day. So other than the first day, I hated it the rest of the time I had it.
Oh no.
So
All because of that egg.
All because of that egg. Because then I went home and washed it, and it was like, it doesn't even look like it did. So.
Right. Do you remember your first crush?
Yes. Very specifically, actually. Well, probably not my first, but the first one that I do remember, like a real person that I knew, his name was Brady. We were in 4-year-olds together. Like, I don't think that really has a name. But the one before kindergarten, where it's pretty much just daycare, you go, you spell words.
Right.
I have dogs. Angel, cut it out. But he had blonde hair, and I thought he was like the cutest guy in the world, which is really funny because I'm not a huge fan of blondes now, but maybe that's why. But anyway,
Sure.
He had like really light blonde hair, and he was cute. I mean, I'm older now, and I only knew him when we were 4, because he left to school the next year, and I mean, nothing ever came of it. But I do have one specific memory with him where I brought one of my dogs to school with me, and it was on dog day and like pet day, where everybody could bring their pets, because private schools do that. And he had his dog and I had my dog, and our dogs like really liked each other, so we like were hanging out all day, and I was like so happy about it. But that was my first crush, and then my second crush was not good, but let's move on.
Okay. Do you remember your first group of friends?
Yeah, I do, because my first friend was probably my sister, but then we had a group. It was pretty much just me, and I had a best friend when I was really, really little, this is gonna sound bad. I only remember her older sister's name or her name. I don't remember who it was. One of their names was Ashley, but basically they left and pretty much said, we're too good for you guys now that we're moving. And we never spoke to them again. But then when I was 3, I met my friend Madison, and we kind of had a consistent group throughout elementary school, her and a couple of other kids, because it was a very small school, so, and everybody kind of knew everybody, so from like the grade under us to my sister's grade, it was a pretty consistent group of kids.
I don't know if you have one, but if you do, explain to me your dream house down to what like each room would look like.
Okay, there's one thing I've always wanted in a dream house. I've always wanted, not like, I don't want a tiny house. I couldn't do it. But I've always wanted a loft bed. Like one that's up off the ground, and like, which I'm afraid of heights, so I'd never be able to go up there. But I've always wanted one like with like a nice little triangle window next to it, and like to be able to walk up there and like it not really take up a lot of space because it's like part of the ceiling pretty much. So I've always wanted to have a loft bed, but that's thinking really more studio apartment, probably not in my dream home, but that's something I've always thought was really cute. I've always liked bay windows, ones you could actually sit on, because I really like the idea of like sitting on a bay window and like reading a book. I really like pretty stairs. I know that sounds weird, but like Clueless, like her stairs are beautiful.
Yeah, they
That's
are.
something I would love to have in my house, like really nice, a nice set of stairs.
Right.
Other than that, I don't think there's anything very like specific. A big fridge.
Do you have like a specific location, like, you know how some people want to live by the water, or like...
If I ever lived by the water, I would want it to be a lake and not the ocean. But I think I would rather live in either a city or like a more suburban area. And to be honest, I see myself when I'm older having kids, I'll probably come back to Maryland if I leave.
With free time, would you rather listen, read, or watch something?
Watch.
That's what I would do.
Hands down every time. I'd rather watch something.
Do you have an all-time favorite movie or show that you would... So let's say if you could only watch one thing for like the next year.
It might be just because it's on my mind right now, but let me tell you, I do love Scooby-Doo. And it is a big variety, though, if you think about it, because if I say Scooby-Doo, I can watch the cartoons, I can watch the live action, I can watch the show, I can watch the movies.
That's true.
I mean...
You got a lot of options. There's a lot. There's
a lot. It's been on since, like, the 80s.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's
so
a good
probably
choice.
Scooby-Doo.
That's a good choice. Okay. Those are all the questions I have.
Oh, all right.
But I don't know if you want, but if you want, you can, like, say what your Instagram or Twitter or whatever.
Okay. Well, my Instagram is Megan's Manatees. MEGANSMANATEES.
There you go.
And my Twitter's also that, but you probably don't want to follow me on Twitter because I'm never on there. So
Sounds good. Okay.
there we go.